And today, it'd be our pleasure to present to you
Grocery Shopping at the Hardware Store by Bradley Walton. Excuse me,
May I help you?
could you please tell me where I can find your grocery section?
Groceries? If you mean the candy and soft drinks, those are by the cash registers at the front of the store.
No, I meant real food. You know, milk, vegetables, meat.
I'm sorry, but we don't carry those.
Really?
Yes,
Oh, why not?
this is a hardware store.
I know.
Good. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Yes, where do I find the eggs?
Sorry, but we don't carry those either.
Huh.
We're a hardware store. We sell tools and lumber and electrical supplies.
It's a really big store.
Yes, it is.
Are you sure you don't have milk around here somewhere? Because, I mean, it is a really big store.
It is indeed a very big store. But no milk. Not unless there's some in the refrigerator in the break room or something.
But that milk, wouldn't it be for sale?
No.
Where did the milk that might be in the break room come from?
Probably a grocery store.
Not here?
No.
You're positive?
Yes. Listen, there's a big grocery store right across the road from here. They carry groceries there. I'm sure they have milk. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Mashed potato mix.
Don't carry that either. Ma'am, this is a hardware store.
I know, you said that already.
Why don't you want to shop for groceries at the grocery store?
Because I'm already here. And this is such a nice store. I really can't believe there isn't a deli counter somewhere.
No. Sorry. No deli counter.
And breads and chips and salads and coffee and fruit snacks.
No.
Because people get hungry when they work.
Right? They do.
And if you really knew your market, then surely you'd anticipate that.
We've got the candy bars at the front.
No! More than candy bars. Your customers would require greater sustenance to do their work. Choose the tools and the siding and the paint and all the other things that they buy here. Especially for the really big projects that take months or years. If they don't get that sustenance, then they'll die. And then they wouldn't be able to shop here anymore.
That's true. They wouldn't.
You'd have failed them.
Well, not really. Because we were never trying to actually provide food for them in the first place.
But they need food for their bodies to be able to engage in the use of their home improvement products.
I understand that, but we don't sell food.
I refuse to believe that.
Which is becoming more and more apparent with each passing second.
It would be like selling cars, but not gasoline.
Actually, car dealerships don't generally sell gasoline.
Sure they do.
No.
It's okay not to want to admit you're wrong. Don't worry, I won't tell anyone.
What?
It'll be our little secret.
What secret?
Just like the grocery section.
What are you talking about?
I know you have one.
We do not have a grocery section.
This is the age of convenience, of the mega store. The idea of a retailer selling only one type of merchandise is just so antiquated.
We sell all kinds of merchandise here.
So you do have a grocery section.
No. We have a vast selection of home improvement items.
How vast?
Huge. Beyond huge. Totally enormous. We have 153 different kinds of hammers, 216 different kinds of toilet seats, 84 different kinds of spackle, and I haven't even had time to count the number of light bulbs yet, but I can promise you, it's a bunch.
Wow, that's a lot of merchandise.
It is.
How long have you worked here?
2 years.
And you still haven't had a chance to count the light bulbs?
I spend a lot of time helping customers.
You don't know everything there So, there could be a grocery section somewhere that you don't know about.
If there was, I would know about it.
How do you know that you know about it?
I'd have seen it by now. I've worked here 2 years.
But by your own admission, you can't keep up with all the merchandise yourself.
The store's not that big.
Beyond huge. Those were your exact words.
There's a difference between counting light bulbs and having never seen an entire department.
How is it different?
It's obvious. It just is.
Explain it to me.
You don't know?
I know. I want to know if you know.
No. Then what difference does it make if you know that I know?
Because I want you to understand your margin for human error.
I'm wrong about this store not having a grocery department. I have walked from one end of the store to the other hundreds, if not thousands of times, and I have never seen a single food item except for the ones we carry up at the cash registers.
Never?
Never.
You've never found an empty cheese stick wrapper tucked behind a box of nails?
No.
I did just last week in this store.
That doesn't count.
Sure does.
Somebody was eating in the store and left the wrapper there because they were too lazy to find a trash can.
Obviously.
But that doesn't mean they bought the cheese stick here.
How do you know?
Because we don't sell cheese sticks.
How do you know you don't sell cheese sticks?
Because I've never seen them here.
You need to understand, just because you haven't seen something doesn't mean it isn't here. The cheese stick wrapper is a prime example. It was definitely here even though you never saw it.
You're talking about one wrapper that somebody hid. I'm talking about a whole display of cheese sticks.
Which is where that empty wrapper must have originated.
But not in this store.
Do you really believe that someone would have bought the cheese stick somewhere else and then gone to the trouble of bringing it here just to eat it? That they picked it up at a grocery store and said, hey, this looks good. I think I'll go eat this at the hardware store.
Not at all.
So you admit that it came from here?
No.
Come on.
I don't think it was a planned thing to bring it here, to this specific store. I think they ate it wherever they happened to be. That was here.
Well, if that were true, then they would have eaten it at the grocery store because the grocery store is where they would have happened to be if they'd gotten it there. Did you ever think about that?
Individually wrapped cheese sticks are meant to be portable snacks. That's the whole point of them.
Oh, and that explains how the wrapper made its way to the nail aisle instead of the cheese aisle. There was wherever that is.
There was no cheese aisle in this store.
You really shouldn't take that tone of voice with your customers. They might get offended and leave.
Leave, please. Don't ever come back. I don't care. I don't want you to spend your money here. I never want to see you again.
Wow. That's just, wow.
What?
Your fear of the unknown. Nothing I've ever seen before.
What do you mean, my fear of the unknown? I am not afraid of the unknown. And you're the one who's acting like nothing I've ever seen before.
I'm asking you to confront the reality that you've never acknowledged if you're lashing out in frustration.
Oh, I'm frustrated, all right.
Your little mind must be about ready to break.
Yes, it is. So please go away.
I still need my milk and eggs.
If I get you milk and eggs, will you please leave?
So you do have a grocery section.
No, I'm going to go across the street to the grocery store, buy the milk and eggs myself, and bring them back here and sell them to you.
It's so sad that you're willing to go to that much trouble just so you don't have to face reality.
It's very sad that I have to go to that much trouble. Is there anything else you need besides milk and eggs?
Actually, yes. Here's my list.
There's like 50 items on here.
Yep, be a lot easier if you just had a grocery section in the store, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would. But we don't. We do not have groceries here. It is not a figment of my imagination. It is not a failure of my ability to grasp reality. This